Hello YouTube world. So this is my first craft update in a really long time, and I am super excited to show you some of the pieces that I've done. Some of them I'm really happy with, some of them aren't so great. I hadn't done crafting in months after being pregnant and having the baby, and I still don't have a lot of time to craft. But I want to share what I've been doing with you. I'm starting to have a little more time now that the baby's older. I'm having a little more flexibility with my time. Plus, I discovered this Lisa Pavelka Magic Gloss. It's a UV resin. It's really easy to work with. There are no fumes. It's just really awesome. I love it. I guess the only drawback on it is that it's kind of expensive, on the expensive side. Although I think most UV resin is kind of on the expensive side. This was $30 for this bottle. But you're not using a lot of it generally. Although I do have plans to make some bigger pieces, so we'll see how long it lasts. But I'm really enjoying it. If you've never used resin before, I highly recommend it. Just trying it out. And I have also the Lisa Pavelka UV lamp, which I got for like 20 something bucks, both on Amazon. If you just search it on Amazon, you can find it, or Google it, you can find it. It's really cool. The other thing I really love about it is that it only takes 15 minutes to cure. So it's a crafting thing that I can do very quickly. So when I don't have a lot of time, but I really want to do something creative, I can just make something really quick and leave it in the UV lamp to cure. It's very forgiving even if you leave it in there longer than 15 minutes. So it's really fun. So on that, I will show you my UV pieces. Okay, so these are the first ones I made here. So this one is a really cute locket that I actually made for my best friend. It's got a little Korilakuma sticker in it and tons of glitter, and so there's that. And I really like that you can kind of see through the locket, and you can see kind of the glitter through the locket. And on that day I was kind of experimenting with different things that I could put in the resin. So that was kind of like a clear sticker, like a plasticky sticker. This was more of a regular kind of sticker, and it is the lion, I don't know his name, from Sentimental Circus. And I put a lot of glitter in there, and I have these little plastic jewels that I put in there. Again, it's one of the first pieces I made, so it's not perfect. If I could do it again, I'd probably put less glitter on his face so that you could see it better. This was a piece of deco tape that I cut out, and it's like black with a gold rose. You can sort of see it. And then I put glitter over it, and I put two little heart glitter confetti things, which I thought was neat. And then this little one, I actually used glitter glue as the background, let it dry, and then I put a little Rilakkuma bee sticker in there, which was actually from the same pack as the Rilakkuma that I have in the locket. Then the next ones I made were these. So I've seen several tutorials on making an open or kind of floating resin piece where you use packing tape as the backing and then put the resin on it. So I did that with this, and I used Pearl-X powder to tint it purplish, and then this is kind of like little metal wings that I had, you know, I got from like Michael's, and then this is a little jewel, and I have little star glitters, and as you can see it's kind of see-through, so it's really cool. I really like this piece. And also, just to note, for some reason they didn't say this in any of the videos, tutorials that I saw with the masking tape, but as a tip, I noticed that it got really sticky and kind of funky feeling on the back once it was dry, even after it was dry. So I went back and put a layer of resin on the back, like a very small layer, to make it smooth, because it felt really kind of gross, so that made it better. And then this one, I also really like how this one turned out. It's a Hello Kitty Tokidoki crossover sticker with glitter in the background and glitter stars in the foreground, and it's just really sparkly and pretty. Okay, now these are the more recent ones I've done. So first off, this one, and I'm betting that the lighting will not pick up how neat this is. So I just on a whim put the glitter, the Magic Gloss in a Mod Podge mold to see what would happen. And this is what came out. And then I took a little dab of the Magic Gloss, a little drop of it, and then I mixed it with blue, light blue Pearl-X powder, and then painted it over the center here. And because it was kind of like this matte finish, you can see the difference. It's shiny on this side but kind of matte on this side, so now it's shiny in the middle. But what's really cool about this, and I hope the camera's picking it up, I won't be able to tell until I actually look at it on the screen, there is a subtle shimmer, and it looks really neat in certain lighting, and it kind of reminds me of like some kind of like little mini galaxy floating in there. So I really think it's cool. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. But oh, I think you can see it. I'm not sure. But it's just really neat. So there's that. And then I made this cool little kind of pastel galaxy key, where I put opal clay in the back. I baked it for like 15 minutes. Then I painted over it. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, I posted a little video of me painting, but I painted over it with the resin mixed with Pearl-X in purple and blue, and then I put these little stars in it. The only thing I would change is that I wasn't sure how I wanted the stars to go in. I thought I kind of wanted them to float on top, like be kind of slightly submerged, and this one kind of floated off to the side, so it's kind of a little uneven, but other than that I think it looks really cool. And I might make more of these in different colors. And these are Swarovski crystals, actually, and so is this one. That's a Swarovski crystal. Okay, and then the last one I made that I'm really in love with, and I'm going to make another one, is this pendant. I love this artist, I think her name is Kaori Hasegawa. And I got this bag from her, and another like tote bag, and of course it came with her little business cards, and her business cards had these gorgeous pictures of her artwork on them, and so I cut this out and Mod Podged it to the back, and this is glitter glue around the rim, and these are little plastic jewels, and I'm just in love with how it turned out. So I have one other business card of hers, so I'm going to make another one, but I'm really in love with how this turned out. Okay, so that's it for the... Oh no, it isn't. There's one more piece of UV resin that I did. So Pokemon Go fans, me and my friends, I made these little resin pieces with the Team Mystic symbol. And this is like, we printed it out and we covered it in masking tape. And then, you know, put it in the resin with glitter and all kinds of cool stuff. And then it closes like that. It's pretty cool. And so my polymer clay pieces, so these ones are the first ones I made in months. I just wanted to get some practice in, so I made these little Cthulhu cupcakes. So those are really cute. The little wings. And that one, made two different styles. And then I made a little tentacle pendant. And then I made this hummingbird, which was meant to be a gift from my mom, but I actually didn't like how it turned out. I think the beak is a little too fragile. So instead I decided to make her a hummingbird inspired dragon, and I love how he turned out. And I used Pearlex powders to color his belly and his wings, and I have these little gemstones, and these are little Swarovski crystals, and this is like just a stone that I got from Michael's. And the last thing I made was this face pendant, inspired by the awesome face pendants that Gingerbuff makes. Of course, this is nowhere near as nice as the one she makes, and I used a mold. I still need more practice with polymer clay before I can make faces like hers. But I still like the way this turned out. It's meant to be kind of like an android, so I used kind of metallic clay, and I used metallic Pearlex powders on it, and these little gears. That's it for this update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please tell me what you think of my creations. I'm thinking of, in the next several months, opening an Etsy shop where I might sell little dragons and pendants like this. And I would be interested in your feedback on my work. I hope you have a lovely day. Have a good evening, and Christine would like to say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, yes. Hi.